Film Fox presenting Nowhere. At the beginning of the story, we see a city where people are dying of hunger and the government wants to take them to another place, but only a few selected people, and the same work has been going on for the last several months. We see a girl, Mia, and her husband Nico. Nico wants to take his wife to another country, Ireland, because some time ago they lost their 2-year-old daughter because of the government of this country. Miko is currently pregnant, that is, she's about to give birth to a child. That is why both of them want to leave this country illegally forever, in a container by sea. Both of them are sure about this, because now they will soon be put on a container ship. After that they will not face any problem, because there is no checking in Ireland. But when both of them are inside the container, suddenly the gate of the container opens and many people come into that container. And all this is done illegally in Ireland. Want to go due to there being too many people in the container. Some people are taken down from the container, in which Nico also has to get down, and in this way, both of them get separated. Mia is very upset, because she is in the last stages of her pregnancy. She's currently on the stage, and needs her husband Nico. She calls Nico. Nico consoles her, that he will quickly board another container, and reach the island where both of us will meet once again. Now let's check their container. The police comes. Everyone hides in their secret rooms, but the policeman says that if you do not come out, I will shoot everyone with bullets. Everyone comes out to save their lives. This is an illegal method. The policeman forces everyone out. He takes them and shoots them and throws them in the sea. But Mia survives because she was on top of the container. Mia sends a message to her husband, but there is no reply from Nico. Now her container is loaded on the ship. Mia goes and once again calls her husband Nico. In fact, she fears that Nico might also have been killed by them because all the containers were checked. Now she looks at the stuff lying there where she found the wine. Tiffin box earbuds are seen. Mia tries to sleep by lighting a torch in it, covering herself with a blanket. Then she wakes up in the middle of the night. She looks outside the container and finds that her ship is stuck in a heavy storm. Her container gets violent shaking. Mia faints. When she wakes up, she sees that her container is floating in the sea. She calls her husband, but his phone does not go through. Then she hears some people screaming, and then when she goes out, she sees the same container sinking in front of her, in which Nico was put. The container sinks before her eyes. Her last hope of meeting Nico is also shattered, because the container inside which Nico is has sunk. Now Mia becomes very upset and tries to commit suicide, but then she thinks of her unborn child. That is why she throws a knife and goes to sleep crying. Suddenly she wakes up and sees that the whole container is filled with water. Despite trying hard, she is unable to save herself and dies. Then she wakes up with a jerk. Actually, it was a scary dream, but now the container is slowly filling with water. That's why she gets a call on her mobile from an unknown number, which is from her husband Nico, whom the driver had dropped at a place. Mia gets some solace after hearing his voice, and Nico also asks her to have courage. Then Mia goes into labor pain. The level of water in the container is gradually increasing, and in these difficult circumstances, Mia gives birth to a daughter, whom she names Noah. Now she keeps her daughter in a wooden box, so that she can save him. She gets the idea that she should go to the top of the container. Maybe her life can be saved there. That is why she starts cutting the container slowly with a drill machine. Mia is very tired and hungry, due to which she has to eat dirty food, because she needs strength. She has to keep her baby alive. Now she cuts the top of the container and reaches up. She finds that she's in the middle of the ocean. Then she sees an airplane. She moves forward making gestures to stop it, due to which she gets a deep injury on her leg. And now Mia has to pour wine on her injury, and also has to sew it with a thread, so that the bleeding stops, and while doing this, Mia gets hurt a lot. It hurts, but she does not lose courage, because she wants to save her daughter Noah from here alive, at any cost. But to survive in this place, first of all she will have to range for food, otherwise she will die of hunger. That is why she's in the container. She makes a net from the lying airbirds and catches fish to fill her stomach. Now she gets a call from Nico, who tells him that he has been shot and probably he will not be able to survive. Mia feels very sad to hear this because this is her last hope. Mia is also now broken. She felt that Nico would come to save her. She tells Nico that they have a daughter, and she also makes Nico hear her daughter's voice. Then the phone gets disconnected. Mia is now very sad and is in the same situation, in grief. She sleeps on top of the container crying. Today she has to sleep on this container for full 32 days. Days have passed and she knows that she will have to do something to save her daughter. That is why she makes a small raft from the remaining boxes, in which she puts her daughter and puts it over the sea, because the container is constantly filled with water. While she is filling the water and also catching fishes, suddenly a bird comes near her, seeing which she understands that there is definitely some shore nearby. But how far away that shore is, she has no idea, because this bird is flying high above the sea. We travel miles. Now once again at night, the holes in the container, which Mia had closed earlier, open, due to which water starts filling inside the container very fast. Mia now goes inside the container, because there is a photo of her first child there, and while she is taking the photo, her foot gets stuck in some stuff kept below there. It is completely filled with water, and outside which was her daughter's raft in which she kept her daughter. Now she also starts moving away from the container. Mion somehow frees herself from there and comes out. She sees that her daughter's raft is nowhere to be found and gets very worried, because there is so much darkness. It is completely impossible for Mia to see the raft, and then a whalefish comes around her daughter's raft, which throws a fountain of water upwards, and when the water falls on Mia's daughter's face, she wakes up from her sleep and starts crying, due to which Mia realizes that her daughter Noah is there. She quickly goes to Noah and hangs on his raft. She remains hanging like this the whole night. When she wakes up the next morning, she understands. She thanks her daughter, because just a few days ago she had decided to end her life, and at the very moment when she was about to do so, Noah, who was she was inside the stomach, and he kicked her from inside, due to which Mia changed her decision. Mia now sees that there are many seagulls flying above her. She grabs the fishes she has and throws them in the water, so that there are more seagulls here. Even more seagulls. There are many seagulls around them, and it happens just as Mia had thought. There is a fisherman who sees them, and quickly brings his boat near them. He sees that on top of the raft, there is a girl, but there is no sign of Mia. They are surprised to see where this girl came in the middle of the sea. They bring the girl up. They see that there is a rope made of earphones along with the raft, and when they find that rope, when they pull, Mia also comes up with the rope. They bring Mia to their boat. There is no life left in Mia's body. They give her CPR. Even after giving CPR for a long time, Mia does not regain consciousness, but when we keep giving CPR, Mia's body comes back to life. In fact, due to water filling her body, the breathing tube got choked, but after the water comes out, she starts breathing once again. Mia first goes to her daughter Noah and hugs her. Mia sees that this is the couple who saved her and her daughter's life. They also have a son with them, and now this is the case with Mia and her daughter. We are going towards the shore in our boat, and this shore is of Ireland, where everything is fine, where Mia and her husband Nico always wanted to come, and with this the story of the film ends here. Hopefully, you might have liked this story.